Sarah was a young and adventurous tourist, always on the lookout for unique travel experiences. One day, she heard about a small town in the mountains famous for its breathtaking views and chilling legends. The town was said to be home to an old, abandoned mansion with a haunted Facebook account. Intrigued by the mystery, Sarah decided to visit the town to explore the mansion and unravel its secrets. Upon arriving, she was welcomed by friendly locals who warned her about the cursed Facebook account. They claimed that anyone who tried to log into the account would experience strange and terrifying occurrences. Unfazed by the warnings, Sarah decided to visit the mansion the next morning. As the sun rose, she grabbed her camera, phone and a notebook to document her adventure. Walking through the dense forest, Sarah found the mansion standing eerily at the top of a hill. Its windows were broken, and ivy grew wildly along its cracked walls. She approached the entrance, feeling a mixture of excitement and unease. Pushing the heavy door open, Sarah was greeted by a dark and dusty hallway. She immediately noticed a computer on an old desk in the corner of the room. The screen was dimly lit, displaying Facebook's familiar interface. Curiosity got the better of her, and Sarah couldn't resist the temptation to log in. As she typed in her username, the air grew colder and the room seemed to darken. Suddenly, a message popped up. "Welcome, Sarah. We've been waiting for you." Startled, she quickly pulled her hands away from the keyboard. The lights flickered and strange noises echoed throughout the mansion. Sarah's heart raced, but she reminded herself that this was all part of the adventure. Determined to uncover the truth, she continued navigating through the account. As she scrolled, strange posts appeared, photos of people she had never met, all looking terrified. One post stood out: "Beware the shadows that lurk in the night." Just then, Sarah felt a cold breeze brush against her neck. She turned around, but no one was there. A sense of fear began to creep in, but Sarah refused to give up. "This is just a test of courage," she told herself. She decided to live stream her experience to her friends back home for moral support. As the video began, Sarah confidently spoke to her viewers about her haunted Facebook adventure. However, strange comments started flooding her screen from accounts she didn't recognize. "Get out while you can," one comment read. "The spirits know you're here," said another. Despite the warnings, Sarah pressed on, determined to face whatever lay ahead. Suddenly, her phone died, and the room went completely silent. Sarah felt a wave of panic that quickly reminded herself of her purpose. "I'm stronger than this," she whispered, gathering her courage. She noticed a door at the end of the hallway and decided to investigate. As she approached, the door creaked open on its own. Inside was a small room with photos covering the walls, all of different tourists. Some of the faces looked familiar. Sarah realized they were the same people from the Facebook posts. A shiver ran down her spine, but she stood her ground. "Fear is only in the mind," she reminded herself. Just then, the computer screen flickered and a message appeared: "You're next." Sarah's heart pounded in her chest, but she refused to let fear control her. She walked back to the computer, determined to end the haunting once and for all. "I won't be afraid," she said aloud, staring at the screen. The room seemed to respond to her words, growing quieter. A final message appeared: "The brave are rewarded." Suddenly, the atmosphere shifted, and the eerie noises stopped. The lights returned to normal, and the cold breeze disappeared. Sarah felt a sense of relief wash over her. She had faced her fears and conquered the haunted Facebook account. As she prepared to leave the mansion, she took one last look at the computer. The screen now displayed a message: "Thank you for your bravery." Smiling, Sarah realized she had not only survived but grown stronger from the experience. She walked out of the mansion, feeling more confident and empowered than ever before. The town's legend had been true, but Sarah had turned fear into triumph. As she descended the hill, the sky cleared and the sun shone brightly. Sarah knew this would be a story she would tell for years to come. She returned to the town, greeted by the curious locals. "Did you survive?" one of them asked. "Not only did I survive," Sarah replied, "I conquered it." The locals were amazed by her bravery and persistence. "You've broken the curse," an elderly woman said with a smile. Sarah felt proud of herself for facing her fears and proving her strength. She learned that fear is only as powerful as you allow it to be. With a newfound sense of confidence, Sarah continued her journey as a fearless traveler. She knew that every adventure, no matter how scary, was an opportunity for growth. The world was full of mysteries, and Sarah was ready to explore them all. She took one last photo of the mansion, a symbol of her courage. The locals bid her farewell, calling her the bravest tourist they had ever met. Sarah left the town, feeling a deep sense of accomplishment. As she drove away, she reflected on the lessons she had learned. "Fear doesn't control me," she said to herself with a smile. Her journey had taught her that courage is found within, even in the face of the unknown. Sarah's adventure didn't end there. She went on to explore more mysterious places around the world. With each new experience, she grew braver and more confident. Her story inspired other tourists to visit the haunted mansion, eager to test their own courage. Sarah became known as a fearless traveler, always seeking the thrill of the unknown. Her experience with the haunted Facebook account became a legendary tale. People from all over the world followed her journey, eager to see where she would go next. Sarah's courage had not only freed the mansion from its curse but also inspired others to face their fears. Her story proved that no matter how scary a situation may seem, there's always a way to overcome it. Sarah's adventure continued, and she knew that fear would never hold her back again. She embraced every challenge with an open heart and an unshakable belief in herself. The haunted Facebook account had tested her, but it had also strengthened her spirit. Sarah's journey became a beacon of hope for those who feared the unknown. Her story showed that true courage is not the absence of fear but the decision to move forward despite it. Sarah's life was now filled with thrilling adventures, and she welcomed each one with excitement. The world was full of mysteries, and Sarah was determined to uncover them all. As she continued her travels, Sarah knew that no fear could ever stop her again. The haunted mansion had been the beginning of her greatest journey. Sarah's story became a symbol of bravery for tourists and travelers alike. The legend of the haunted Facebook account faded, but Sarah's tale lived on. She had faced her fears, conquered the unknown, and inspired the world. Sarah knew that she had the power to overcome anything life threw her way. With each step, she grew stronger, braver, and more determined. The haunted Facebook adventure had been just the start of her incredible journey. And with every new challenge, Sarah proved that fear was no match for her courage. Sarah, the fearless traveler, was ready for whatever adventure came next.